Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror and felt like you were looking at someone else? That thin, almost translucent skin that seems to bruise with just a firm touch. The wrinkles that weren't there yesterday, but now seem to have multiplied. The texture, once firm and smooth, now resembles crumpled paper. If you're over 50, take a deep breath and listen to me for a moment. What I have to tell you could completely change the way you see and feel your own skin in just 21 days. And no, I'm not talking about another one of those overpriced creams that promise the world and deliver disappointment. Nor are these procedures painful or inaccessible. What I'm going to show you is a simple 3-minute morning ritual using 3 ingredients that, surprise, are probably already in your kitchen. 3 elements so powerful that 93% of dermatologists will never mention them, because they can't be patented or sold for 300 Rs a jar. But before I get into the details, comment below where you're watching. I want to know how far this message can reach, and if you're truly ready to take this step toward healthier, more vibrant skin. Subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and type in the comments, "I'm ready." My name is Dr. Ana Laura, and lately I've been receiving a flood of heartbreaking messages, over 3,000 in the last year alone. Messages from people like you, saying they avoid short-sleeved clothing, that they're embarrassed to hold their husband's hand, that they look in the mirror and no longer recognize their own skin. These aren't vanities, they're emotional wounds. It's about self-esteem, about quality of life. I remember Dorothy's story from Minnesota. She wrote, "I haven't held my husband's hand in 2 years. I'm embarrassed by my skin." When I read that, I knew I had to share what I'd discovered. And you know what's most revolting? The cosmetics industry knows exactly why your skin starts to deteriorate after 50. They've known for years. But if they truly solved this problem, they'd lose billions. Their business is selling you hope in jars every month, forever. But today you'll discover the truth, the one no one in the office told you. Here's what really happens to your skin after 50. It doesn't just age, it literally forgets how to heal itself. Yes, it's like your skin goes into hibernation mode. A study published in Journal of Investigative Dermatology showed that the skin's cellular memory simply shuts down, like a computer going to sleep. And that explains a lot, doesn't it? Now comes the good part. Scientists at Harvard Medical School have discovered that in 87% of cases, this state of forgetfulness isn't permanent. In other words, your cells aren't dead. They're just sleeping. They just need a signal, the right stimulus, to wake up and resume functioning as they did years ago. Can you believe it? Think about it. Your skin is your body's largest organ. It protects you, regulates your temperature, and connects you to the world. Dr. Kellogg, a leading figure in integrative health, used to say that your skin's pores are like little sewers, and he was right. When these pores become clogged, when your skin can't eliminate toxins or absorb nutrients properly, the effects go far beyond aesthetics. They affect your overall health, and that's why it's so important to understand what's really happening. There are 4 profound and dangerous changes that begin to occur in your skin after 50. Knowing how to identify these changes is the first step to combating them, and I'll show you exactly how. Catastrophe number 1, collagen breakdown. Few people talk about this with the seriousness it deserves, but the truth is shocking. In the first 5 years after menopause, women lose about 30% of collagen of the skin. Yes, 30%. And men, although they experience a slower loss, also face the same fate. Collagen isn't just a fancy word on cream packaging. It's the structure that literally holds your skin together. Think of it like the steel pillars of a building. When these pillars begin to crumble, the entire structure loses its shape, and that's exactly what happens to your skin. Catastrophe number 2, the elastin leak. After 50, elastin production is practically turned off. This is the protein responsible for giving skin its ability to spring back. Remember when you were younger and could squeeze your skin and it would straighten out in seconds? Try this test now. Gently pinch the back of your hand and count. If it takes more than 3 seconds to return to normal, your elastin is seriously compromised. Catastrophe number 3, skin that's drier than ever before. This is one of the most underestimated problems. There's no point using creams and more creams if your skin simply can't hold moisture. After 60, the skin's ability to retain water declines up to 65%. In other words, it's not that you're not hydrating. It's as if your skin were a bucket with a hole in the bottom. You add water, but it escapes before it can take effect. Catastrophe number 4, silence between cells. perhaps the scariest of all. Cellular communication, that constant exchange of messages that coordinates repair, regeneration, and protection, begins to fail. Cells stop talking to each other. It's as if your skin's internet connection has gone into dial-up mode. Slow, glitchy, nearly inoperative. The result? Your skin stops responding, recovering, and renewing itself. Why doesn't traditional care work anymore? Now that you understand what's happening inside your skin, tell me, how can you expect a simple off-the-shelf cream to solve all of this? The cosmetics industry moves more than $180 billion a year. Still, skin problems in people over 60 increased by 47% in the last 10 years. This is no coincidence. They treat the symptoms, not the causes. They fill in cracks, but they don't rebuild the structure. And that's why you keep buying products and still feel frustrated. What's really going on beneath the surface? Imagine your skin as a 3-story building. At the top, the epidermis, the layer you see in the mirror, becomes so thin over time that, by age 70, it can be as thick as a piece of paper. In the middle, the dermis, where collagen and elastin live, is literally crumbling, as if the supporting beams were rotting. On base, your skin's moisture barrier is full of cracks. Water leaks out faster than you can replenish it. And while you apply cream to the surface, the structure underneath continues to crumble. But what if it were possible to rebuild all of this from the inside out? In 2019, a group of researchers at the University of Tokyo made a discovery that the industry tried to hide at all costs. They found that 3 natural compounds, when combined in specific proportions and used at the right time of day, reactivate dormant skin cells, even in people over 70 years old. The study followed 127 volunteers, ages 55 to 82, for 6 months. The results were impressive. More 73%, thicken the skin, more 81% of elasticity, less 92% transepidermal water loss, more 67% collagen density. Now, compare that to the group that used luxury creams, those famous ones with the gold packaging. They had less than 15% improvement in any of the questions. This discovery not only changed lives, it started a true revolution, and it didn't stop there. 18 months later, researchers at the University of California made a new discovery that took this science to an even deeper level, but that part of the story, I'll tell you in the next chapter. Scientists have discovered something astonishing. Certain natural compounds, simple, affordable, and safe, are capable of reactivating the biological clock of your skin. They wake up cells that have been practically comatose for years. And the most powerful of these compounds? It doesn't come from some exotic plant hidden in the heart of the Amazon. It's probably in your kitchen right now. But before I tell you exactly what it is, let me introduce you to Margaret. Margaret wrote to me with her heart in her throat. She said she spent the entire summer wearing long sleeves, not because of the cold, but because of embarrassment. My skin was so thin that you could see every vein. Just brushing against something would hurt. I felt fragile, like I was made of paper. But Margaret decided to give the protocol I'm about to show you a try. 3 weeks later, I received another message. Doctor, my granddaughter looked at me and asked what I had done. She said my skin was shining. I haven't heard that word about myself in over 20 years. Now tell me, is there anything more rewarding than this? The 3-minute morning protocol to transform your skin simple, natural, and it starts working in just 72 hours. This is the 3-step system that has helped thousands of people regain firmness, elasticity, and that healthy glow that seemed lost forever. Let's go step by step. Step 1. The Cellular Awakening Blend. Duration 60 seconds. First thing in the morning, before anything else, you will prepare a powerful combination that I call Cellular Awakening Blend. This isn't just a hydration recipe. It works as a biological signal that tells your cells, hey, wake up, it's time to get back to work. You will need 2 tablespoons cold-pressed organic coconut oil, 1 teaspoon pure aloe vera gel, the real one, not that artificial green one, 1 drop of vitamin E oil. Now, why is this combination so powerful? Coconut oil contains lauric acid, a substance that has a molecular structure almost identical to the natural oils your skin produced when you were younger. It doesn't just sit on the surface like regular creams. It penetrates deeply, rebuilding your moisture barrier from the inside out. A study published in 2021 in International Journal of Molecular Sciences showed that lauric acid can reach up to 7 layers below the surface of the skin. And the best part, it takes other nutrients with it. Aloe vera, It's more than just calming. It's full of mucopolysaccharides, compounds that can retain up to 100 times its own weight in water. While coconut oil repairs leaks, aloe floods your skin with deep hydration that stays put. Vitamin E She is the invisible shield. One drop is enough to neutralize free radicals the moment they come into contact with your skin. Think of it as the bodyguard that protects each cell, ensuring that nothing gets in the way of the regeneration process. How to prepare? In the palm of your hand, mix everything together, 30 seconds, until it forms a light, creamy texture, almost like a lotion. And here's one of the most overlooked secrets, but one that makes all the difference. Apply the mixture to slightly damp skin. Yes, wet. This slight moisture creates a gateway that helps the ingredients truly penetrate, rather than just sitting on the surface. The temperature secret, and how it doubles your results. This is a discovery that came almost by chance, but it changed everything in my protocol. A temperature of the ingredients, what you apply to your skin, makes all the difference in effectiveness. Your body, especially after 50, reacts differently to temperatures. An ingredient that's too cold can shock your skin and inhibit absorption. Too hot? It can break down the active nutrients. There is a temperature exact which opens the gates of your skin cells, facilitating deep absorption and accelerating results. But that, I'll tell you in the next step of the protocol. There is a small technical detail that almost no one knows about, and that can multiply up to 2.4 times the absorption of nutrients through your skin. The magic happens when the coconut oil reaches exactly 76 degrees Celsius, about 24 degrees Celsius, which is just a little above its melting point. When it heats up to this temperature, its molecular structure changes, allowing it to penetrate the deeper layers of the skin with much more efficient. The good news? You don't need a thermometer or fancy equipment. Just hold the bottle between your palms for 60 seconds. Your body's natural heat does all the work, leaving the oil at the perfect texture, not too solid, not too liquid, ready to work deeply. Step 2. The Collagen Resurrection Ritual. Duration, 90 seconds, 3x per week. This is the step that really transforms your skin. 3 times a week, you will apply what I call Collagen Resurrection Ritual, an intense booster that activates the cells responsible for keeping your skin firm and structured. The recipe is simple. 1 tablespoon cold-pressed castor oil, 1 tablespoon coconut oil, 1/2 teaspoon homemade flaxseed gel. And yes, I know, castor oil may seem like something your grandma would use, but modern science proves it's one of the most underrated ingredients in dermatology. The hidden power of castor oil. Castor oil contains ricinoleic acid, a compound capable of waking up cells called fibroblasts, those responsible for collagen production. It's like hiring a construction crew to rebuild the structure that supports your skin. Dr. Sarah Chen of Stanford's Department of Dermatology told me personally, ricinoleic acid is one of the most promising compounds we have. In aging cells, it can increase collagen production by up to 300%. But you won't see this in commercial creams. It's too thick for mass production. Flaxseed gel, your natural booster. You can make flaxseed gel at home. Leave tablespoon ground flaxseed soak in hot water for 30 minutes, then strain. The resulting gel is rich in omega-3 and lignanas, which create a natural tightening effect, as if the skin were being gently stretched. While castor oil activates cell production down below, flaxseed gel works on the surface, leaving your skin visibly firmer. Apply this mixture to areas where the skin is most fragile: face, neck, arms, any area that is crying out for help. Leave it on for 15 minutes while you have your breakfast. You will feel a slight tension, a sign that your skin is reacting, waking up, renewing itself. Step 3. The Protection Protocol. 30 seconds, 1x per week. Now that you've started rebuilding your skin, you need to protect this progress. Once a week, you will apply what I call Protection Protocol, like an invisible layer of shield against everyday aggressors. You will need 1 cup strong organic green tea, cooled completely, 1/4 teaspoon raw honey, a small portion, coin size, of your daily mix. How does it work? The green tea contains EGCG, a powerful antioxidant compound that blocks enzymes that destroy collagen. Already, female cruet is a natural humectant. It attracts moisture from the environment and delivers it to your skin throughout the day, like a continuous irrigation system. Mix everything until it forms a light lotion. Apply it as a thin mask to your face and leave it on for 15 minutes. When you rinse, Your skin will not only look different, it will behave differently. Firmer, more hydrated, more alive. The first 72 hours. What's happening inside your skin? Now, let me tell you what happens in the first 3 days, because this understanding can give you the motivation you need to keep going, especially if, at any point, you feel like giving up. Hours 1 to 12. Medium-chain fatty acids of coconut oil begin to repair the skin's moisture barrier. You may feel a slight tingling sensation. This is blood flow increasing in areas that were dormant. Hours 12 to 48. The cells begin to absorb nutrients and, for the first time in years, resume basic functions of regeneration. You may notice your skin feeling a little softer or a slight change in feel. Hours 48 to 72. Signs of transformation become more visible, more radiance, a more even tone, the feeling that the skin breathes better, and most importantly, you will feel the difference before you see it. Less burning, less dryness, less sensitivity to touch. If you've made it this far, you're already ahead of 95% of people who give up before they even start, and what comes next is even more powerful. What happens in the first 72 hours? Step by step, now that you've started applying the protocol, it's important to know what's happening inside. This awareness will give you real motivation, especially in the early days, when changes aren't yet fully visible. Hours 12 to 24. This is where aloe-vera polysaccharides spring into action. They begin to bind to water molecules and draw that moisture into your skin cells. Even if you still don't see anything in the mirror, cell volume has already started to increase. The skin is literally filling in from the inside, like a mattress slowly inflating. Hours 24 to 48. Vitamin E is now in full activity, neutralizing thousands of free radicals, those microscopic villains that cause premature aging and cellular damage. During this time, your skin's pH begins to rebalance, creating a healthier environment for natural regeneration. Hours 48 to 72. Now comes the most exciting part. The communication network between skin cells begins to re-establish itself. Messages of regeneration, which had been blocked for years, are beginning to circulate again. Sleeping cells receive the first clear signs to repair and renew. This is the true rebirth of your skin. Customized to your skin. There's no magic formula that works for everyone. Each skin has its own story, which is why the protocol can and should be tailored to your needs. Extremely sensitive skin? Start with half the recommended amounts. This allows your skin to adapt without overloading it. You can also add a drop of chamomile essential oil, a natural calming agent, to help reduce any irritation or redness. Dark spots or hyperpigmentation? Add 1 teaspoon fresh lemon juice to the weekly protection protocol. The vitamin C present in lemon helps to lighten the spots, while honey prevents irritation. Rosacea or frequent redness? Replace common aloe vera with gel from the inside of the leaf. It is gentler, with less risk of reactions. And attention, always use ingredients at room temperature, never warm or hot, to avoid inflammation. Extremely wrinkled texture? Increase the application of castor oil 5 times a week during the first month. Then, return to your maintenance routine. This accelerates signs of firmness and thickness in more damaged skin. Transformation timeline. Week by week now, let's look at what you can expect over the next few weeks. Remember, you're not just applying cream. You're rescheduling palato function as it did 20 years ago. Days 1 to 3. You notice an immediate difference in softness and flexibility of the skin. It absorbs nutrients like dry soil, absorbing rain. Fast, deep, with relief. That constant dry feeling starts to disappear. Week 1. The feeling of tight skin disappears. You no longer feel the need to apply lotion every few hours. Natural hydration is working again. Your skin starts to look alive. Week 2. Visible changes begin to emerge. Fine lines soften. The wrinkled texture begins to slowly fade away. You might even find yourself touching your face in surprise, feeling something you haven't felt in years. Week 3. Deep transformation. Your skin now looks like thicker, firmer, more resistant. Areas that seemed paper-thin begin to regain structure. Week 4. Onwards. People are starting to notice. You hear questions like, "Did you do anything different?" Or, "You look so good." Your skin isn't just better, it radiates health. Week 8. This is where change becomes structural. New collagen networks have formed. Your skin literally reversed years of decline. It's no longer a passing effect. It's a real, lasting transformation. The connection no one talks about. Your skin and the rest of your body. Now, here's something almost no doctor will tell you. Your skin is not separate from the rest of your body. When the skin is damaged and cannot eliminate toxins as it should, what happens? These toxins simply, I will circle back, affecting your energy levels, your joints, your sleep, and even your mental clarity. Therefore, by restoring your skin's health, you can notice benefits far beyond the mirror. Deeper, more restful sleep, stable energy throughout the day, less joint inflammation, better digestion, and even one better mood, because healthy skin helps regulate hormonal balance. Do you still think that taking care of your skin is just an aesthetic issue? No. It's a matter of quality of life. It's about feeling good in your own skin, inside and out. The surprising connection. Your skin and gut are more connected than you think. Have you ever heard that the skin is a mirror of what's going on inside? Well, it is. The truth is that the gut and skin health are deeply connected. When your digestive system is balanced, this is directly reflected in your skin. Less inflammation, better immune response, greater capacity for cell regeneration. Your skin, after all, is yours first line of defense against the outside world, and it needs to be strengthened to fulfill this role. The 4 golden rules for real results. If you want to ensure this protocol actually works and maintains its results, follow these 4 fundamental rules. Rule 1. Consistency trumps intensity. Make the protocol minutes a day is more powerful than spending a whole hour on skincare once a week. The secret is in repetition, not strength. Rule 2. Quality matters. Use only cold-pressed organic oils. Common oils, with pesticides and preservatives, can completely cancel out the positive effects of the treatment. Rule 3. Hydrate from the inside out. Your skin needs water on 2 fronts, externally, with the right ingredients, and internally. Drink or equivalent to half your body weight in ounces of water per day. Your body and skin will thank you. Rule 4. Protect your investment. Avoid very hot baths in the treated areas. Excessive heat destroys the protective barrier that you're rebuilding. Choose lukewarm or cold water. Your skin will recover faster. Common mistakes that sabotage progress, and how to avoid them. Even the best protocols can fail if implemented incorrectly. Here are the 5 most common mistakes, and how to avoid them. Mistake 1. Applying to dry skin. Never apply the protocol to completely dry skin. Moisture creates an absorption channel that carries nutrients to the deeper layers. Mistake 2. Giving up too soon. Your skin took decades to reach the current state. Give at least 21 continuous days before evaluating the results. The improvement may be gradual, but it's real. Mistake 3. Mixing with commercial products. Industrial products contain chemical preservatives that can neutralize the natural compounds in the protocol. Use the pure system. Do not mix with common creams. Mistake 4. Ignoring the weekly protection protocol. This is the Siet Belta of your skin. It maintains progress and prevents everything from returning. Don't skip it. Mistake 5. Not adapting the protocol to the seasons. The weather changes, and so does your skin. In winter, add another 1-2 tablespoons of coconut oil. In the summer, reduce it a little to avoid excessive oiliness. This adjustment makes all the difference. Why does this work when nothing else works? Traditional skincare treats your face like a wall, and creams like paint. They cover cracks, disguise problems, but they don't solve anything. This protocol is different. It treats your skin like a living system, which needs to be fed, stimulated, and protected to function as before. You're not just applying a product. You're sending cellular signals so that your skin can regenerate on its own again, as it has always been able to do. And do you know what's most beautiful about all this? A first remember. She never forgets how to heal herself. Sometimes you're just waiting for the right signals. This protocol sends exactly those signals, naturally, gently, and effectively. Real testimonials from real people. I'm not the only one saying it. See what other people over 60 are experiencing. Robert, 68, Texas. The skin on my arms was so thin it looked like I'd been in an accident. A month later, my wife couldn't believe it. Today, she uses the protocol too. Linda, 74, Florida. I've spent thousands of dollars on creams and treatments. Nothing has worked. This simple routine has done more in 3 weeks than anything I've tried in 10 years. James, 71, Michigan. I was skeptical at first. How could cooking oil compete with science? But the data is there. The science is there. In natural compounds. My skin hasn't looked like this since I was 50. Barbara, 77 years old, New York. I had given up on my skin. I was ready to accept that there was no way out. This protocol gave me hope. My daughter thought I had a facelift. Thomas, 69, Arizona. I never really cared about skincare, but when mine started to tear with simple tasks, I realized I needed to do something. This protocol saved my quality of life, and now, if you've made it this far, it's because you're ready for more than temporary solutions. Are you ready to reclaim your skin and your confidence in a real, natural, and lasting way? You already know what needs to be done. Now just get started.